This is the smartest wildebeest I've ever seen. He encountered the lioness's throat lock. In this desperate situation, the wildebeest miraculously escaped. How did he manage to do it? Let's continue reading. At that moment, the wildebeest that had just crossed the river was already exhausted. Faced with the lioness's powerful throat lock, the wildebeest's behavior was extremely peculiar. Instead of instinctively struggling as usual, the wildebeest lay motionless on the ground, allowing the lioness to manipulate him. The lioness, seeing the wildebeest's cooperation, was delighted and continued to tightly grip the wildebeest's fate. The wildebeest understood that he had absolutely no chance of escaping the lioness. Then, lying on the ground, the wildebeest had a sudden idea, a gamble that could cost him his life. He decided to play dead, hoping to deceive the lioness. The lioness would never have expected the wildebeest to have such a crazy plan and continued to tighten her grip on the wildebeest's throat, leaving him no hope of escape. The wildebeest, pretending to be dead, lay still on the ground. Soon, the lioness felt that the wildebeest had stopped breathing and released her deadly grip. The lioness looked around to make sure there were no other predators nearby and left, fearing that a pack of wild dogs might come to steal the prey. If the pack arrived at that moment, even the lioness alone would have to give up her food. After observing for a while and confirming there was no danger, the lioness got up and left to contemplate life by the riverbank. The lioness paid no attention to the wildebeest lying on the ground. In the lioness's eyes, the wildebeest's body was already food on her table. Little did she know that her carelessness would ultimately lead to her failure. Not long after the lioness left, the wildebeest's body twitched. This wildebeest was still alive. The wildebeest lay on the ground, resting and recovering his strength. Breathing in the long-lost fresh air, the wildebeest absorbed it in large gulps. The wildebeest's escape plan took a significant step forward. As time passed, the wildebeest's breathing became faster, and his strength continued to return. Soon, the wildebeest could lift his head and was on the verge of standing up. If the lioness had turned around at that moment, she could have easily taken down the wildebeest for another hearty meal. However, the lioness was overly confident and never looked back. She would never have imagined that the wildebeest, who had been dead for so long, would come back to life. In the end, the wildebeest slowly left under the lioness's nose. He was truly a lucky wildebeest.